Group 2, What Makes a Leader by Daniel Goleman. What makes a leader? Self-management skills can be divided into five components. Three are connected with self-awareness and two are connected with the ability to relate to others. So the first one is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence begins with the traits people with a higher or high degree of self-awareness know their weakness and strengths. The second one is self-regulation. This trait flows from self-awareness, but it's different. People with this trait are able to control their performance for good purpose. The third one, or the third component, which is related to self-awareness, is motivation. Motivation is a passion for achievement for its own sake, not simply the ability to respond to whatever incentives a company offers is the kind of motivation that's essential for leadership. The ability to relate to others. Empathy. Empathy, in addition to self-management skills, emotional intelligence requires a facility for dealing with others. And that starts with empathy, taking into account the feelings of others when making decisions as opposed to taking on everyone's troubles. The last one is social skills. All the preceding traits lead to the fifth one. The social skill is the ability to build rapport with others, to get them to cooperate, to motivate, to move them in a direction you desire. Managers who simply try to be sociable while lacking the other components of emotional intelligence are likely to fail. Social skill, by contrast, is friendliness with a purpose. The first quote is people who have a high degree of self-awareness recognize how their feelings affect them, other people, and their job performance. Let's explain the first quote. Self-awareness enables leaders to adjust their feelings, beliefs, and actions, and it makes them recognize the picture of how other people see leaders. Being aware will give you an insight into your ideas and whether they are positive or not. In case leaders are aware, this will support them with knowledge, then they realize their needs and get the way they like to go so as to make a difference, improve, and be successful. Self-awareness also includes knowing values, personality, needs, habits, emotions, strengths, weakness, etc. This allows leaders to motivate themselves and manage stress better, helps them with decision making, and helps them to lead and motivate others more effectively. Self-awareness helps leaders understand what they bring to their role. It's important to emphasize that building one's emotional intelligence cannot and will not happen without sincere desire and concerted effort. Our second quote is social skill is not as simple as it sounds. It's not just a matter of friendliness. Although people with high levels of social skills are rarely mean-spirited, social skill rather is friendliness with a purpose, moving people in the direction you desire, whether that's agreement, on a new marketing strategy or enthusiasm about a new product. This means that there are some social skills that are described as our capacity of being, like being visionary leaders, influencing and developing others, communicating well, being a change catalyst, managing conflict, building bonds, working in teams, and collaborating. These are just a few of the many tips and strategies you can use to engage with people. You might also consider adjusting your management style. They are able to feel a situation and make decisions on instinct rather than reasoning. Caring. They are care about others and their well-being. Collaboration. They see that decisions are made as a team and support communication and respect. Having a solid set of social skills allows you to communicate, relate, and connect with other people. And this is essential for establishing friendships, navigating your way through life with a better degree of satisfaction.
What makes a good leader? Real life connections. In addition to intelligence, toughness, determination, and vision, emotional intelligence is essential to have distinguished leaders. Emotional intelligence has five components: self awareness, self regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skill. These components can be seen clearly in our daily school life. The first component is self awareness. It is essential for each school leader to know the weaknesses and work to get over these weaknesses. Sometimes leaders conduct surveys to get feedback from the staff and faculty. They depend on the remarks and reports of visitors and stakeholders. Self awareness results in self confidence and realistic self assessment. The second component is self regulation. It means to control our moods and direct them for good purposes. Sometimes some leaders act without thinking well, and this leads to problems and misunderstanding. If leaders possess self awareness, they will consequently have self regulation. The third component is motivation. It means a passion to work for reasons that go beyond money or status. In Egypt, school leaders work for the good of their students as they consider it a mission. They want to achieve great results to feel satisfied and take pride in the success of their schools and students. All the staff have a strong commitment towards their school and have a strong desire to succeed. For example, in STEM schools, we are proud of the achievements of our students in international competitions like ISIF. The fourth component is empathy, which means the ability to understand the emotional makeup of other people. School leaders should take the feelings of others into consideration before making decisions. For example, before celebrating Mother's Day, the feelings of orphan students should be taken into consideration. The fifth component is social skills. A school leader has to be good at building good relationships and support all the staff to give their support. The leader should have the ability to find common ground and build rapport. This will help the leader to lead the change and build successful teams in the school. Frankly speaking, some leaders lack this component. As a result, there are conflicts in some schools. Finally, I can admit that emotional intelligence is very beneficial. Not all leaders in our schools have the five components. With practice, feedback from colleagues, and enthusiasm, leaders can improve their emotional intelligence and become effective leaders.